Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be building another issue in the Build the Delorean series. This is going to be issue number 27. We're going to be working on the radiator fan in this issue. This is going to be the step-by-step stuff we're going to be following here. And then here's the articles, press release stuff for the day the movie hit theaters, July 3rd, 1985. Needless to say, it was wildly popular. And then this is really cool. This is a Swedish poster of the movie for promoting it before it came out. So I thought that was pretty awesome. I like the artwork there. And then a little article on Leah Thompson using Mr. Sandman to kind of get her going for the 1950s thing. And then more radiator stuff next issue. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. As usual, I've got my handy dandy tweezers with me, screwdrivers from issue number 1 and issue number 10, and then all the little goodies that we should need to make it through here. So, first thing it looks like we're going to need is a GP screw. And looks like this thing. And this thing. Okay, so we've got a little notch here at the bottom, and one hole for a screw, and 2 holes there. So the notch is going to go in one of them, and the screw is going to go in the other. You know, a little side note about the press release stuff for Back to the Future. Obviously, it was wildly popular right out of the gate, and made a whole bunch of money. I had Big Trouble in Little China on the TV the other day while I was busy working out, and I did not know this, but Big Trouble in Little China was a huge flop in the theaters and made no money. I find that really weird, considering how crazy popular that movie is today. Very weird. But I guess that happens sometimes. I mean, I'm a huge fan of The Rocketeer, and that movie's got a cult following, and it didn't make any money either. But, I mean, at least it made some. Big Trouble in Little China only made $11 million. Total. Not opening weekend, but total. That's just nuts to me. Okay, so that went in there pretty easy. Here's our finished piece. And it looks like we're going to be attaching it to the frame of the car. That's not the world's greatest picture. Let's see if we can figure out where that's supposed to go. Since it's the radiator, I would assume that it's in the front of the car.
I believe it's right here that it's showing, because it's showing the open spot.
Yep, based on all those screw holes. Yeah, we've got it right there. So it looks like it's going to be going into that back hole. Okay, so we've got another little ridge right here, and I'm guessing that's going to go in this hole right here, and then this part needs to be lined up here, and we'll be driving another screw in.
Okay.
Yep, and that fits on there perfectly, so that's got to be where it goes.
Awesome.
Okay, we've got an NM screw.
What is that supposed to be?
I'm guessing that's the exhaust, or some kind of exhaust.
It looks like a tiny little tuba. Or a French horn. Yeah, French horn.
Yes, it's the horn from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, there you go. It's not blue. Did I put it in the right hole? Did I put it in the right spot?
I'm going to put it in the right hole.
Giggity.
For all you people worried about that stupid COPPA thing that's going to be taking YouTube by storm starting January 1st. I personally don't care. I consider this to be a family-friendly YouTube channel, but I'm not going to be marking any of my videos for children's content. For those that pay attention to this channel, it's all, you know, Build the DeLorean episodes, gun reviews, things involving firearms, and Indiana Jones stuff, which isn't necessarily aimed at children. Children can watch it.
And movie reviews that are more adult movies.
That's also true, yeah. I don't think we've ever even reviewed a movie that was only PG. I think they've all been PG-13 or R.
Yep.
But yeah, supposedly that's gonna like lower a lot of viewership for other YouTube makers, and people that mark their movies as kid-friendly that aren't supposed to can potentially be fined like $40,000 or something like that.
Wow.
At least that's what I've heard. I haven't done a whole lot of looking into it, but yeah, for those that know me, I'm not a political person. I don't like getting myself involved in all that weird stuff that goes on out there, so I'm just going to keep doing my thing, and you guys can either, you know, like my content or not, and move on to somebody else. I will not be offended if you do. Okay, that's on there pretty good. So, it looks like the next thing to do is we're putting another piece on right underneath it, which looks like this one right here.
So it's on both sides?
I'm guessing,
on both
yeah.
sides, yeah.
So we've got the same thing. We got this little notch right here, which is going to go in one of those holes, and we're going to drive a screw into the other, just like we just got through doing.
And make sure that's the right one, because the other one's going on the other side. Yep,
Yeah,
you do. Okay.
but they're both facing in towards the center of the car. So
Okay.
And that's going to be an NM screw. I'm kind of going back and forth between which screwdriver I want to use, because for whatever the reason, one of them kind of works and then it stops working and then I switch. So I'm kind of just using both of them to kind of work it in there, which is weird, but whatever. Okay, that's on there nice and tight. And then, same thing with the other one. Surprise, surprise. And I'm guessing that's also going to be an NM screw. Yep. Ooh. Okay, make sure this is over the table in case I lose the screw.
Probably should have set up both tables.
Yeah. We're living in a tiny house now, so the space out here is very limited. So
Yeah, but we have enough time.
I'm
To have
basically
room for
building
another
these
one.
things on a TV tray at this point.
TV tray. But we could have put another TV tray right next to it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to start doing that. That way we're not covering the book so people can see everything.
Well, I always take it off the book so that people can at least see what step I'm on. Okay, now we're going to put that off to the side here for a minute, and we're going to be working on the radiator fans.
Were those screws nice and tight?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got this thing, and I guess we're just putting the fans in there.
And then is that it, or is there another page of stuff?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, that was an easy issue. As long as this gets together okay.
The question is, do they go this way or do they go this way?
It goes that way.
I'm guessing it goes that way.
Yeah, that's what it shows.
Yep. And then it just spins like that.
Yep, okay. Show right there, it goes like that.
Okay, so yeah. There are two sides to this fan. One of them has this little notch on the inside here.
But the picture does not show that
And I believe
notch.
that's what allows it to turn.
Yeah.
So the notch needs to be facing into this section here.
So flip it over. That looks like the picture,
that.
I think.
And then you get this.
Yes. That looks like what the pictures looks like.
Yeah. And it's going to be a couple of HP
You might as well put the other one in there, too. They just sit in there.
Yep. They both do the same thing.
I'm saying you might as well put it in so that you can just take the two screws out. Yeah. Or fling them out at yourself, whatever works.
This is a plastic piece.
Oh, man.
We were dealing with a lot of metal before, but last few issues seem to be a lot of plastic for whatever reason. So you want to be careful that you're being gentle with this thing so that you don't break it.
I was liking the fact that they were metal pieces. I don't like that they put plastic.
So was I.
Does it spin when you put it that tight?
There we go. There. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, and then just do the same thing for the other side.
I'm assuming those are probably not going to spin when you're moving the car around.
I would assume not. I mean, this is the frickin' radiator. You're not going to see it anyway. But, I mean, this thing is just a stickler for detail. I would imagine that when you open the hood, you'll be able to see it. But, yeah. I seriously doubt that there's going to be any electronics going into this particular section.
I want it to run like a car.
Well, I'm sorry, it's not going to.
Get little tiny bottles of oil and little gas can, and it has a dipstick for me to test the levels. It should work.
Okay, well that was a pretty easy episode. That's all there is. So we got this piece. I'm going to be setting that aside for later. I'm guessing that since this is part of the radiator and we're working on the radiator some more next issue, we're probably going to need this piece.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's the finished product. Just those little things on the frame there and then this piece. And that's all there is to it.
Awesome.
So, thanks for watching, folks, and I will see you in the next episode.